Oh, yeah, it's a little cloudy, but it's my favorite beer at the moment. It's a Canadian blonde with a lime. Beautiful stuff, so refreshing. You got to be careful with this stuff because you can get if you sit long enough. It doesn't have any head on it because the lemon does that to it, but it's so refreshing. And the weather's getting nice, and Jesus, I'm going to be drinking a lot of this, I think, this summer. And it's just a simple beer kit. I mean, you can make your own, you know, you can do your smash beers and do the same thing, but yeah, this is a quickie, and it's a good one. Happy Home Brew Wednesday. I hope you had a good Wednesday. My endeavor to get these videos out on time is just, I think, you know, it's because Tuesdays, often I go shopping on Tuesdays, and then I bring food home and I have to put it away, and then sometimes I cook, and then Tuesdays are busy days for me, and then at about 12 midnight Tuesday night, I'm going, I can't do it. I gotta go to, you know, I'm tired, I gotta go to bed. So then I think, okay, I'll do it Wednesday evening, and I'll have it out by the end of Wednesday evening. But then other things happen, life happens. But I promise you, I will get one of these out every week, and if I can't, I will let you know. I'm doing this one completely off the cuff. I really have nothing to talk about this week. Yeah, there's a few things I can go on and talk about. But that is just, if you haven't tried it, either do like a Mexican cerveza style beer, or just I don't have the can, but a Canadian blonde, or some sort of a lighter beer, or a lager even, and the lime. Just squeeze it in there. Roll the lime on the countertop to get the juices inside going around, and then when you slice it up, it's easier to squeeze it out. Okay, now somebody asked me, oh, jeez. Put it down so I can not drink it for a minute. Somebody asked me if I would consider adding the lime right into the beer, and that would be interesting, especially I don't know the science behind that, and maybe somebody can post comments down below if you guys want to discuss that in the comment section down below here. What would be involved? Do we do it at the beginning of the fermentation? Do we do it at the end of the fermentation? Can we do it if we're bottling the beers? Is it going to carbonate in the bottle with all that citrus acid in there? I know with kegging it wouldn't be a problem, but then the question is, how much lime would you add? How many limes would you do? I'd have to measure this glass, figure out how many of these glasses I get out of the keg, and then, you know, figure out how many limes, because I usually cut the lime up in 6. I don't cut it in quarters, although you could do that if you like more. But I usually cut it in like hexadecimal, you know, so that there's 6 slices or 6, you know, wedges. So I'll get 6 glasses out of 1 lime. So if we do the math, I guess we could figure out how many to put in the beer, and just, you know, when to put them in is the, you know, I'm not experienced with this, so this is a great discussion for down below, or even in the 17 Brew Crew forum, which I've been in lately a lot, and there's so much great information in there. That's 17brewcrew.com. Yeah, that would be a good, you know, a good thing to talk about. You could also, because I don't know if I'd want to squeeze all those limes, I guess you could get a juicer or something, like one of those things that you put it on and you know, you twist it on. Or you can also buy lime juice. It's I don't remember what it's called. You can get lemon juice and lime juice. I think it's real juice. You don't drink it. God, you'd go, you know, it's very sour. It's for cooking, you know, or adding, instead of squeezing a lemon or a lime onto your thing, you use this juice. But I'm not sure, it might have sulfites in it, and if it does, then you're going to kill your yeast, so if you're not kegging, you wouldn't be able to use it. But that's another question. If you go into your grocery store and have a look and see if you can find them, I know in Canada the yellow one is the lemon juice, and I like to buy that because I add it to cold water, and it's very refreshing to drink when you're drinking your water throughout the day, so that you can prepare for, you know, that, right? Oh yeah, by the way, the reason it's cloudy like that, it wasn't, but it was undercarbonated, and I cranked up my PSI, pounds per square inch, and I couldn't wait. I had to just shake the keg again, which brought it all up from the bottom. But it doesn't taste any different than it did when it was clearer, so I'm not worried about it, okay? Yeah, that's why it's, you know, kind of hazy like that. It doesn't look very... A lot of people really get bothered by that, and especially if they're used to drinking commercial beer, which is so clear you could probably fill an Olympic swimming pool and see from one end to the other, you know? Boy, wouldn't that be interesting? That much beer. But it's really, you gotta let it go. You know, a lot of you, not you, but a lot of people have to stop worrying so much about clarity. If you really enjoy the aesthetic look of your beer, if that's the right word, when it's clear like that, and you show your friends and you go, look what I made, because you gotta face it, right? You're sitting out in your front porch, you're drinking one of these, and your neighbor comes over and he goes, what the hell is that? It's beer. Because they're so used to commercial beer. And you know, so when they see it, they think something's wrong with it. The truth of the matter is the breweries mostly filter the beer to make it look like that. It's all been just brainwashed into us that it has to look like that. Well, it doesn't. As a matter of fact, I've said it before and I'll say it again. If your home brew is a little hazy like this, and you'll find that a lot of the craft beers are not perfectly clear. As a matter of fact, when I buy an expensive beer, a craft beer, to try, when I pour it and it's crystal clear, I'm actually a little disappointed, because I think that hazy beer has more flavor. You know, when you filter it, there's something you're taking something out of it, and I think you're removing some of the flavor. I think it's a thinner tasting beer in some cases. That's just my experience. Doesn't mean that all clear beers are like that, but and if you're getting your beer clear, you know, and if you like it like that, well, as I've said before, you do what works for you. I mean, we should make t-shirts. Do what works for you. Brew beer. I don't know. Anyway, but we really need to stop worrying too much. Oh, that's just a piece of lemon or lime. About the clarity of it. If you can get past it, you know, I mean, if you close your eyes and just... Whoa. Now, some of what you're seeing there is probably a yeast, you know, some of the yeast that's in solution, like, and it will eventually sink and clear. And then you might find that the beer gets cleaner. And I think that's what people refer it to as a cleaner taste. So if that's what you're finding, then then you want to clear your beer. I have tons of this. I don't know, because I don't use it. Where is it? It's the stuff you get with the wine kits. Let's see if I can get it out. There's two of them here. I don't know. Some of you may have an opinion on using this. One of them is Chitosan, or however you pronounce it. And the other one is, God help me if I can pronounce this, Kaiselisol. I'll show them both, and you can figure out how to pronounce them. You put one in first. I think this one, or I don't know. You put one of them in first. You wait an hour, then you add the other, and it's for wine. Well, if I was to pour you a glass of wine right now, it's perfectly clear, and I did not use these. So I think there's, I don't know, something to do with whales or something. I forget. Whale bladder or something or other, or anyways, you got, again, down below. I don't know everything. I you know, I'm getting old, man. But you could use something like that in beer. The other one is isinglass, ISINGLASS. You could use that. That's the whale byproduct, whatever the heck it is, if you don't mind putting that in your beer. The other thing that you can use is gelatin. And I haven't been successful with it. I only tried it once, and I did something wrong, and I ended up with Jell-O. So there's some videos on YouTube how to clear it, and if I ever get around to trying it, I will film it and let you know what it, you know, how it worked out. Wouldn't hurt me to, you know, get an extra batch going and get, you know, a keg that I have time to let it sit for a few days and you know, see if this works. A lot of people have suggested it to me, and you just buy the gelatin that has no flavor in it. Well, unless you want fruit flavored beer. I don't know. Well, how would that work, I wonder? Anyway, and you can do it that way too. And there are videos out on YouTube how to do it. I don't have one, so I'm sorry about that. But on the other hand, you can just drink it the way it is. Now this is going to clear up. And when you keg beer, oftentimes the first few glasses are cloudy because you're drawing the beer from the bottom of the keg, and that's where all the stuff is, right? As it clears, the clear beer is on the top and the cloudier stuff is down on the bottom. And when you're drawing it, you're getting the cloudier stuff. A few more glasses of this and it's going to start to clear up quite nicely. But it will never get crystal clear because it won't last that long. It'll be gone. So that's the way that is. Cheers. Shit. Well, there's a blooper. You can have that one. I'm not going to edit that out. The lime got in the way and it obstructed the flow. And geez, I wish I had a paper towel. Okay, I'm good. I'm fine. Here, that's what sleeves are for. That's why they put sleeves on shirts, so that you can if you have an emergency like that, you can do that. It's okay. It's just beer. Anyway, so that's my spiel about clarity and stuff like that. And I love this glass. This was sent to me, God, a few years ago. I just love the slenderness of it. It looks dirty because I've drank a couple of beers already. And it just does a good job with this type of beer. You know, like I wouldn't pour a stout into this glass. It just wouldn't work. It'd be like, you know, this much head, and no, for a stout you want a nice fat, maybe a mug, you know, like I've got a few back here that are pretty good for that kind of thing. Something a little bit of girth so that you know, when you pour it, it's nice, you know. It's like picking a plate when you're serving your dinner, you know. What kind of plate, what kind of bowl do you want? Do you want a deep one, or do you want, you know? So that's kind of the way that is. All right, well, let's get you updated on some of the things that are coming up on my channel, because as you know, I do more things than just brew. Let's see if I can have another go at this without spilling it all down me. Success. I went out today and I did some shopping, and I bought a bunch of ingredients to do a stir fry. And so that's one of the videos that I've been wanting to put out for a while, is how to make a simple yet tasty stir fry. A lot of people order this Chinese food. That's fine if you're lazy or you're on your way home from work and you know you don't want to cook. But you know, who knows what they put in that, MSG and all other, you know. You can make a stir fry so easily. And it's the house, and everyone comes out of the woodwork. Like, what are you cooking, Dad? You know, you serve it over some rice, and it's good for you, and it tastes amazing, you know, and it only takes a few minutes. So that's a kitchen video that I've got coming up. Now, give me time. I'm going to film it tomorrow, but I need time to edit it. You know, that takes a little bit. So it'll be out by maybe early next week. All right. Brewing videos, well, I still have to do, somebody asked me to do another hard apple cider video. So, you know, I will. Now, when I make hard apple cider, I don't use apple cider, I just use apple juice. So, whether it's really a hard apple cider, I don't know. but it's apple wine, let's call it. We used to call it inmate brew. That's what I used to call it. Years ago, when I first made it, I learned it from another YouTuber who I don't see on YouTube anymore, but his name was Murden2002. And he did it on his, this was years ago. I didn't have a clue how to do this. He showed how to do it, and so I did it, and you know, it was good, but you know, it was what got me into making actual wine, because I learned that, wow, you can take something that has sugar in it. See, we're talking 2007 here. And I didn't know one heck of a lot about brewing. I just knew that you could do stuff and mix things together and make beer. And when I started doing the hard apple cider, I realized you can ferment just about anything. I mean, you know, as long as it doesn't have stuff in it that's going to kill your yeast, like preservatives or whatever. Yeah, so I had to go at fermenting quite a few different things. And of course, now fermented foods are something that I've gotten into as well, like the sauerkraut and stuff like that. I've done garlic. I've done kale. I've done cucumbers. Well, pickles. Yeah, fermented cucumbers. But the hard apple cider thing is what really got me, you know, thinking about how the chemistry behind it and how you can just about ferment almost anything. You can ferment rice, you can ferment potatoes, you can, you know, there's lots of, and I don't know, I still have yet to go down that path and then try these things and see what happens, you know. But I made the sake a while back, which was basically fermented rice wine kind of thing. That was very interesting. I still have a package of that actually that I should do. I forgot that I had that, but it's still here. I might want to make that and have a go at that, see how it turns out. Did it before, and you might have seen that. But anyway, that's what's coming up. The hard apple cider, or the, you know, the apple wine. I'm gonna do it with a little bit of a twist though. I've got these, I still have, some of these I haven't even opened yet. Well, this one's been opened. These are those, remember those Pat Max brewing caps? All right. See, and there's the yeast in there and everything. These are amazing little things. You can make it without these, but with these, it's carbonated. You just make the hard apple cider or the fermented whatever you want to make. It doesn't matter what it is. You can even make a small batch of beer. Or you can do some, you know, some grape juice of some sort, Welch's or whatever, as long as it doesn't have preservative in it. Put it in a 2-liter pop bottle, soda bottle, and then you cap it with one of these, and it not only does it ferment, but it also carbonates it. And these are reusable. What a great idea! And I've slacked on this for so long. So that is happening soon. I have the juice and everything. It's just been sitting, you know, I've been tripping over it for weeks because I purposely put it out in the middle so I would, oh yeah, I gotta do that. Anyway, I'm almost out of beer. So I hope you enjoyed this Home Brew Wednesday video, me rambling on about this, that, and the other thing. Somebody's watching a horror film upstairs or something. But anyway, I want you to visit 17brewcrew.com and go through and read all the topics. You'll learn a lot from that website. Hey, and if you want to buy a CraigTube t-shirt, I'm not wearing one today. Actually, you probably can't even see the one I'm wearing. I think it's off camera, but it was given to me by the fellow who makes the shirts for me. CraigTube t-shirts are for sale at tgtshirts.com. And it helps me out. That's all I'm going to tell you, okay? So there you have it. And I guess that's about it. Did you know that I do a live broadcast every Friday night, most Friday nights at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard on vonlive.tv/CraigTube. If you didn't, then now you do. By the way, I have 2 Facebook channels, pages or whatever. One of them I accept friend requests on, the other one I don't, okay? So if you find the other one and you don't get a response, that's just for immediate family. That's so I can talk to my mom and my sister, and I can see what they're saying. But the other one is the one where you can sign up or whatever it's called, friend me or whatever. And if you go to my YouTube channel, on the right hand side at the top on the banner thing, there's links to all these things, little buttons or icons. So you don't have to worry. Just go there and press that. My playlists on my channel are not up to date. That is a project that I'm going to be working on very, very soon, is to get all my playlists up to date, okay, on my channel. So if somebody wants to watch all my brewing videos, there they are. If they want to watch all my, cooking videos, there they are. Oh, I got one out. Not very good whistler. And so on. Okay, that's something that I've been slacking. YouTube never used to have the option when you uploaded a video to put it into a playlist. You had to do it after the fact, but now they have it right there. So once I get them updated, I will start making sure that every time I post a video, it gets put into a playlist. Makes it a lot easier for people to find what they want on my channel, because I have over 400 videos. Okay. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers. 17. All right. Oh no, it would be this way, wouldn't it? Yeah, that's it. It's like we should make a glass with a handle. It looks like a 17 there. Anyway, thanks a lot. Have a good week. We'll see you Friday. I'm almost positive I'm going to broadcast on Friday night. So we'll see you there. Okay. Thanks for watching and be safe.